Hey, Stace, Kev. How's everybody doing today? I hope your day was great. How's it going, Nick? Hopefully my internet doesn't keep cutting in and off because I do have some fake chicken, vegan chicken, and rice and vegetables cooking. I was a little late today because I was trying to finish a box that I was trying to speed up on because somebody asked me if I could hurry it up. They need it by tomorrow night. So unfortunately, how's it going there, Jules? Julia Roberts. Julia. What's your name? I know the first time you told me that, I was like, man, is this a bot? Who has the name Julia Roberts? But I had to get it from somewhere, right? But anyways, yeah. Anyways, so I'm just lacking today. Oh, I was going to say, man, today I forgot to type on here. I made it bride still from yesterday's conversation. I was going to make this, what do you call it? Thucker and Thuckatash Thursdays. I'm going to start a trend. But it was just going to be like a bunch of hypothetical bullshit. I was just going to be a smart ass and just say, doesn't it make sense that we do this, and this, and this is why we do it, because of the system? And I was going to go a bunch of stuff like that, but I was like, I'm not wasting my time like that, man. I'd rather talk about positive stuff than be a sarcastic prick. Even though demons bother me enough that I feel sometimes that I wish I could. But anyways, so somebody just asked me about if it was possible. They missed the Passover and stuff. And I said, I don't celebrate that because that Passover, first of all, you have to be a Levitical priest to follow the Torah, to be a Torah observer. Second of all, it says you have to be part of the tribe of Israel or one of the 12 tribes. Finding out if you are one of the tribes, I've heard it is possible, but I'm not sure. You know, Jimmy, that is racist, and you're messed up that you would say something like that. It's the one thing to say and joke about things. There's lots of things to joke about in the world than to say something stupid like that. But anyways, you have yourself a great day, Jimmy. You would think that you would at least have the balls to put your real profile picture on there if you're going to say shit like that. That way, if somebody sees you in the public, they'll give you a shot in the fucking face for being a racist. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I don't remember what I was saying until that prick said that. Fucking prick. Oh, Passover. So anyways, it asks for sacrifices, and Levitical priests have to do the anointing, the bathing, the washing of foods, the preparation. It's supposed to be someone who is Levitical. So that's what I see. Glory to the Most High there. Thank you very much there, Daviel. How's it going there, Red? Yeah, I know I kind of got off and I've been on for the last 3 days. I've been posting it on my YouTube channel the last 2 days. I got to post my third day, yesterday's, on today still. I will post it on after this. So anyways, that person who they follow is not the true creator. That is the creator of this world, the satanic rituals that they perform. And I was actually talking to somebody today, and I feel like this. Okay, so the devil... Okay, so let's just break this down for 1 second. In book of Revelation, it says the Antichrist will be shot in his head, or have a head wound, and shall rise up, and that shall be the Antichrist, and he shall change God's laws. And it had me thinking, and this was a while ago I was thinking about it, and I ponder on it once in a blue moon. But listen to what it says, that he shall make it recognize that there is only one God, one currency. The only thing I don't agree on is the mark or whatever the heck they say has to take this mark, etc. But I started thinking to myself, so majority of the Bible was actually intercepted, then rewritten by the devil. The real devil, Lucifer. So if that's the case, then the person who they say is the Antichrist technically would be the true Christ, the true Messiah. I don't like to use the word Christ because Christ didn't even exist when this book was written. Latin and Greek were not spoken in this time. Same with holy. All these people saying holy. Holy was it? I found out in the Hebrew word is Kadesh. Is the word that they would say, Kadesh, 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 around the throne of righteousness. Or the throne of glory, sorry, that sits around the Most High. All the angels, the seraphim, Ophanim, all them. So I started to realize to myself, they make that guy, so all the devil worshippers, the satanic worshippers, see when the true Messiah would come, everybody would think that Messiah is the false Messiah and not the true Messiah, because they read, this is how this one will be. Meanwhile, they didn't understand it was the devil who was writing it, so everybody would see this person, they'd automatically accuse these guys and say something bad. And then they would realize, no, in the end. Because why, if, let's go by what Scripture teaches, if God kicked the devil out of heaven, told him he will die at the end with the harlot in the lake of fire, why would the devil be shot in the head to rise again to become the Antichrist when he was already the Antichrist from the beginning of time? And he was always trying to do this. It don't make no freaking sense with their logic how they make this. So I think of stuff daily like this to open up people's eyes, because I know my thoughts are like all of ours. It's a consciousness that spreads across, right? We know that when we feel something and we're thinking something, and then you talk to somebody like, oh my gosh, I was just thinking about this today myself. We have to know that we are an antenna, that something is reaching out to us. And of course, the negative thoughts, we know they manipulate and stuff. But we know that something that's making us start to think outside the box. We know something is being transmitted to and from us, right? So that's what I just noticed today. I was just thinking about it. I really want to start breaking stuff like that down, but in all honesty, this is what it comes down to with Scripture that I've noticed with everybody. Yeah, you're telling somebody last night, Yahweh's the devil. I know, and they don't believe it. They don't believe it. That's why you have to look at them and say, the God who spoke with Moses, when the angel of the Lord was speaking to him, he said, who are you? And he says, I am that I am. So if that's his name and my name forever, and this will be my name unto my people, this is what you shall call me, then why are they calling him Yahweh? If they said, my name is Haya, this is what you shall call me forever, I led you out of Egypt, I am the angel of the Lord, who I speak through to talk to you, this is who you shall call me by forever. And it's said once in the Bible. That makes sense. His name is so holy, you're not supposed to say the name repetitively. So they're chanting these names that they say. I'm sorry I'm yelling. I got my headphones on. And I don't realize that because my ears are covered, that I'm actually yelling. I didn't realize it now until I'm like, man, why do I sound so loud to myself? And that's my air compressor. As soon as that turns off, I will go in there and shut that thing off, because that's annoying as shit. For my nail gun for building speaker boxes. But anyways, so that's what I noticed. That's what I noticed. I'm good, thank you very much, Amer. Yes, thank you, Benji. Yes, it has been definitely a long time since I spoke with anybody. Just been kind of just having thoughts to myself, taking some time off. I was just finding that I was getting very bitter and angry with the way a lot of people are talking on TikTok. And I was just tired of it. I was just tired of it. But then I started to realize it's always going to be this way. They're always going to be angry. Somebody always has something to say. Somebody always wants to tell somebody, "Oh, you're a woman. You're not allowed to talk. Oh, you're not an Israelite. You're not allowed to speak about our book. You're not supposed to teach about our law." So I've noticed this about everything that's going on out there, and it's just kind of sad that they wouldn't just say, "You know what, straight up, kudos to you. I hope my Lord, our Messiah, has a plan for you, that your knowledge is so strong." That's what somebody should be saying. That's what people should be saying. If I was sitting there, let's just say hypothetically, that there was a chosen group of people, and we knew without a reasonable doubt that this group of people are chosen, period. And I seen somebody who was not chosen spreading the truth about what they do, I would not be sitting there saying, "Yo, bro, like, you're not chosen. You don't even have the right to talk." I would sit there and say, wow, for somebody who's not supposed to be, by what they depict, your knowledge on what you've been shown is so accurate. I am very impressed, and I hope that the Lord, whomever they want to call, the Most High, the Creator of all things, has a plan for you, because you can't be an unrighteous person and been led to this knowledge. No, instead to be like, "Yo, bro, you're just this. You're just this. Hi, how's it going, Tiff? You're just that. You're just this. How's it going, TT?" I'm going to go turn my compressor off. Like, a second. That thing's gone off on me like at 1 o'clock in the morning out of nowhere. I'm in a deep sleep, and all I hear is an air compressor go off. Waiting for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg to pull up in a lowrider because they blew hydraulic or something, and that's all I hear. But, yeah. So that's what I find anyways. And I would rather start to focus more on... I always kill Tanya with those. I would like to focus more on the positive stuff now instead of the negative things. Because you know what? I don't give a shit who anybody is on this TikTok, in the sense of, who of us can really bow down to a person and say, "Bro, you are heavenly sent. You know everything. You know everything." No, you can't. But what you can do is to say, "Hey, I'm going to take some of the stuff you're saying and I'm going to learn about it. And if I don't have any problems with it, my spirit doesn't disagree with it, I'm going to hold on to that information. This, what you just said, I don't really agree with it because I don't understand your point of thing right now." I should answer that. It's bill collectors. Oh, you should hear how I answer. I said, "Oh, don't worry. I got a big check coming next year." Oh shit! Hold on 1 second. I forgot I got somebody coming here. What's up, buddy?
Where do you want me to go?
Are you leaving it here now?
Yeah.
Oh, just leave it right on the front of this truck. When he gets ready to leave, I'll leave. I'll move it and back it in. I'll get my dad to move everything.
You can drive manual, right?
Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, is there anything I need to know? I'm just on a live on TikTok.
Oh, my bad, bro.
It's okay. It shouldn't go off on me.
I hope not.
No.
Yeah, don't worry.
I just have a customer dropping a car off, so I got to do a car audio install.
Soon enough, you'll be working on this one. That's my brother.
Oh, how's it going, brother? Bella?
So, got all the stickers for the trunk lip.
Okay.
That should fit the square. I'm almost 95% sure.
That wasn't the originals?
No.
Okay. If I got a jigsaw, I can cut it out bigger.
Whatever you, yeah.
Okay.
So I actually found out the blue wire that I actually wear was Sky High OFC 1.0 gauge as the main run.
Okay.
So if you want, you can pull the extra that way because I know it's damaged in the front.
cut some of that off because
yeah.
it gets corroded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then pull it through, and then you could run this same zero gauge OFC to the lithium bank, and then we don't have to use any, because I thought this was CAA, but it's actually OFC Sky High.
Okay.
So it's pretty solid wire. Like, I don't think it's going to make a difference between the intricate and this, other than aesthetics.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
But if you
Well, you're not going to see it anyways, because only until you get to the lithium, which is kind of tucked behind the seat anyways, until it comes off that to your amp rack, you're not going to see all the wires.
So that, and then this is the ground that's grounded on the chassis. You'll see whatever.
Okay.
You'll see it's like 1 inch plywood underneath here, in case you don't want to use the floor and you just want to build it up to have the box mounting on something else, like a stand of sort, instead of making it a whole floor. But I have the wood there, that's floor that you could use if need be. But nothing's deadened under there.
So we got to deaden the whole thing. Am I taking all this out and just getting rid of it?
Honestly, if that would be a cleaner look, I would love that. Because this shit's fucking ugly as hell. And
Well, it's not too bad, but it holds the sound, right?
Yeah.
But your sound clash, so you like that. But, well, I'll do it either way. I did my whole mom's car, I did everything, and I still got this shit back on, making it look right.
Yeah, if that's a possibility.
Yeah, we'll keep it all, so if you want to put it back in, you can. I'll just poke the holes for where I know all the plugs go.
Okay, perfect. But yeah, there's the two mids. You already have one of the mids, the other one's in the back seat. There's some deadener in the back.
Okay.
The two horns, I'll finish the doors and clips and stuff like that, because those are just fine things that I can take out.
Okay.
Basically, when I was putting in those doors, half the clips are fucking broken underneath, so the whole panel's just shaking back and forth and it's not in. But you have my box of clips now.
Yep, yeah.
So that's that.
Okay.
But anything else? Honestly, I'm paying $60 for the weekend, so I have my phone at all times. You need me at any time.
Okay. I'll message you, send you pictures, videos, anything I'm doing on there, buddy.
I would love to see pictures of Wild.
Yeah, because I'll keep it like I do that even when I did it with what's his name's car. I just send them to him personally so they can post it, because I don't want to ruin it in case you want to surprise people at a show and they show up and they're like, what the fuck?
The picture I posted for the show was my whole setup, so they don't know shit.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, just back it in front of the van there. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I just got a car someone's dropping off for the weekend so I could do an install. And I almost just walked up through a pile of Bella's shit. Bella, come here. Come here, baby. But yeah, so what I would like to focus on is this. No one can say that they know all scripture. We can have great knowledge in it, but what we can actually say, all scriptures, doesn't matter what religion, all scriptures tell us that we should be treating each other with love and respect, helping people out who are poor, and just being good-spirited people. Are you leaving right now? Okay. No, man. Fuck, drive yourself. But yeah, so that's what I find. That's what we should be focusing on. And if we focused on that, then no one can say anything. Because this is why. I will honestly bet on that day when we're all risen that it's going to be this. Okay, you didn't know my name. There was lots of lies. It was hard for you to find that. But I'm going to ask you, what did you do with your lives? Right? Can I ask you a question? Anything to ask me? Of course you can. Of course you can ask me. Yeah, he's leaving this here.
Yeah, he's just taking my keys and that.
I'm going to pull back. Yeah. Okay.
So
I got to climb through, yeah.
Yeah, you can climb through, or
I can just jump over, it's easy.
left enough space so that you can reach the handle from the back.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Your amps, it doesn't matter how you want them mounted, just make them so everything flows.
Yeah, we're not using the tar amps, that's the mid, those are the highs.
But everything else stays.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if you need any intricate wire, let Sanjay know, and he'll bring it.
With this here, are we going to try to integrate this?
We don't have to.
Yeah, I don't think you need to. I got new wire too.
Okay, perfect.
I got a spool of it. I picked a 100-footer up today.
Perfect.
Okay.
But yeah, this is my whole life.
Okay.
I trust you.
Yeah. No, I'll make it so it's fucking crazy. But when you come back, it'll just be retarded. Okay. But yeah, so that's what I find. I think I'm going to cut this live short. It seems you can tell I got a lot going on. And I got a dinner cooking right now. I will be on tomorrow and I'll make up the extra half hour. And we'll talk about like what I've seen in scripture and go on that route about everything. Oh, in Genesis 1:11, plants are created. Verse 12, the sun, they said, was the Bible is illogical. Verse 14, Genesis 1:11, plants were created. Verse 14, then the sun and the moon. I will be on at 5 tomorrow. I'll come on at 4:30, sorry. I'll come on a little bit early. Yeah. Plants were made. Okay, so the plants, this is why. So they're going to say that it wasn't the plants that you're talking about. Remember how they said that there was two? In the very beginning, he created two suns. He created the sun, the day and the night. Most people would think that's the sun. Know how they thought there was two creations? Then he created two lights to govern the day and one to govern the night. That was in the fourth day. The first day he created the day and the night, giving them capitalizations. Okay, so trees, plants, and all these things, those were known as beings. And this is how I can prove it. Because they said that in the book of Enoch, there was going to be a plant that can be smelt pungent from afar. That you can smell this plant, that no one shall be able to touch this plant until the day of judgment. This is all health to be returned. To plant a seed, a plant. That's what they're talking about. And what you could smell from the pungent from afar means the consciousness, for you to feel its vibrations and have its understanding. That's what that's talking about. So that's why most people think that there was two creations in the very beginning of the Bible, and they don't understand. The first creation was the creation of the heavens and the skies. That's why if you look at it, he says, then he took the man whom he made and then placed him into the garden and fastened him with a garment made of skin. Telling you, Adam was spirit first, came into the flesh, breathed the spirit into him, and then sat there. How's it going there, true love? The plant is Enoch. That's correct. That's why it says no one shall be able to touch him until that day, where they say, like, it's just like how Jesus saying, oh yeah, they touched his cloak and all of a sudden they were healed. That's what it says. Only those on that day when he shall rise up, that they shall be able to touch him, that he shall give them everlasting life. That's why they try to duplicate and copy exactly the same thing. Makes sense, since the devil is the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Yes, and that's the first thing that I laughed about when I thought about it to myself. They said the devil says, well, Jesus says that there is, how can a kingdom divide itself? First of all, the tree of life. the tree of knowledge, sorry. The tree of knowledge that tells the good between good and evil. How can a tree do good and evil? Right there, that kingdom divides itself. So anybody who says that, how can a kingdom divide itself if it did this? Well, right here, this tree right here can tell you good and it can tell you bad. And that's why they even said Satan can come into the church and pose as an angel of light. Going to show you, obviously an angel, and we know about the false messiahs in Revelation, that they can also do the same thing. Work miracles. How can you work a miracle to make something happen, and then you're evil to sell the people out? So we can tell that the kingdoms can divide. It is division. It was all manipulated through this whole book. But anyways, well, another lie that they wrote to make sense. Jesus the Messiah. I didn't know that they were touching. Yeah, the land of Enoch is Mexico. No, the land of Enoch is actually atop of Canada, where there's very little people living. Where the little people live. If you actually look at where it talks about in the of Enoch, for he was taken to the top of the world, to the earth, which was the center pin, and then he was shown all the mountains. Where I seen a great lake and I seen mountains surrounding it. What's around? When you go up to the top of the world and you look at it, what they call is Antarctica. If you look there, you'll see that there's pure mountains. From there was 4 main rivers that go out. The 4 main rivers are the continents that we see at the top of the earth. If you look on a world map, and you can see that they have 3 major continents and one splits off. So you get a split into the other one, making 4, talking about all the places of where gold and frankincense and all these things are found. And if you look it up, all of those things are found at the top of Russia, the top of Greenland, top of Canada. Not that they were named after all that. Hence why if you look at the top of Canada, the name of Canada is Canada, because they were removed from the holy mountain. They moved southwards. That's why they call her the Queen of the South, the condemned. coming south from Canada, going down, which goes through Babylon, which is America. So yeah, it gets really deep. It actually explains everything. And when you look into the book of Enoch, and you sit there and you realize, I'll have to find the verse that it actually speaks of it, but it tells you where he's standing. And if you fly backwards from where he was shown everything, you'll actually see where he actually lands, and it shows you he lands in the top of Canada. It's actually pretty crazy. That's where his journey started. So yeah, go to there, because you'll find that it goes to where the heck is it? Not Turkey, but somewhere around there. Anyway, somewhere around Africa and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. It is. Babylon is, that's why they call it the Big Apple. New York City, right? The Big Apple. You have Wall Street, which mimics the wall that surrounds the firmament outside. Then they have the Lamborghini, the bull, who claims us to be a Lamborghini, a bull, Baal, who is the lamb, who they sacrifice to say is Jesus Christ, which is actually the lamb, to say the Lamborghini. And it sits in the middle of thing. And they just put a tower up of Lilith and all that. Has the Statue of Liberty, Lucifer, the light bearer standing on the ocean where the two twin towers were hit. Come out of her, my friends, for hit her twice with the things that she has done. For all those things, she will be built no more. They used to actually in that house sell this, and all these other things. No, Trump is no good. No politician's good. Anybody who's in a politician, straight up, they're all Freemasons. They're all Freemasons. They may have a conscience thing once in a blue moon and say, you know what, it's not right, we're doing this. They're like good cop, bad cop. Doesn't matter, they're all cops, right? It doesn't matter. They're doing what they're told to do, their job. So it doesn't matter how you want to look at it. I know you would think that he is, but he's one of the false messiahs. Hence why you can see he's trying to bring peace. This one false messiah will promise peace to all places. He will gather and speak to all tongues, all these types of things. Who's doing that? Donald Trump. So yeah, he's one of the bad guys, man. He's the first beast. The second beast is Biden. Some people think it might even be what's his name, and then the actual true Antichrist is Barack Obama. His name even stands for it. Barack means lightning. Obama means high place of worship, lightning worship. Yeah, it's crazy. Actually, look up their names in Hebrew, and you'll find out who they actually are. But anyways, glory to the Most High. Like I said, I'm sorry, I'm going to cut this short. And I will be on here tomorrow at 4:30, and I'll go more into all that kind of stuff. Look at my dog, just tripping right out. Won't have an euphoric moment. But anyways, yeah. So glory to the Most High. All of them are, even Putin. Putin is too. Putin's just one of the four beasts, right? The four kings. There's the four kings that surround the earth. And then they have the ten kingdoms. Greece, America, the Queen, England, UK, Russia, Africa, all of them are the 10 most powerful continents. Not continents, sorry, countries that rise up. And they all split and fight each other. That's why there's a huge division now. You're seeing it's falling between them. It's a prophecy being fulfilled that every country is turning against China, etc. So, but anyways, glory to the Most High. Thank you guys very much. Sorry I'm cutting this one short. But like I said, I will be on tomorrow, and we can go into this. Remind me some of the stuff to touch on again, and I will go through the very beginning and remember to show you, because that's actually an interesting topic, is to show you the beginning of creation in Genesis and how to relate it in the book of Enoch, showing you that it talks about how these people, remember, because they even named, the devil was named the tree of knowledge. He was named a tree. High mountains shall melt like wax, talking about fallen angels, right? It's a high place of worship. So that's what all that stuff comes down to. So we'll go through all that through the Bible and show you some of that cool stuff. How's it going there, Baloo? Haven't seen you for a while. But anyways, glory to the Most High, and I will see you guys tomorrow.